Welcome back to another video, Jets fans. Well, here it is. Our 2025 schedule has come out. We have found out the entire Jets schedule. I was hoping for as little primetime games as possible, and thankfully that has changed. Last offseason was just crazy, especially with the media. I think we had like 6 primetime games, some absurd amounts, and we were just awful. Got too much hype from Rodgers, and I think we had like the 6 best odds of winning the Super Bowl somehow. For some reason, everyone was picking us to win it all, and we showed who we really were. That's why I wanted as little primetime games as possible and get back to the normal routine I won, and thankfully that did happen. But in this video, I just want to tell us who we are playing, what the schedule is. I'll give us some info on our opponents. I will be making a record prediction video very soon. But yeah, let's check on our opponents and the complete schedule. So week 1, we got the Steelers at home. I mean, I think like everyone knew this was going to happen, but the Steelers are a total question mark. Will they sign Rodgers? Will he be QB1? What's the plan with them? Overall, a game that I think they can win. I think it will be a close game, but it could go either way. I did like what they did in the draft besides Jack Sawyer around 4. I didn't necessarily love their offseason and what their plan was. I think it'll be more of a defensive game for both teams, but it could be a close match. So week 2, we're going up against the Bills at home. Whenever it's a home game against the Bills, we usually put up a fight. It's usually a close game that could go either way. The Bills, I wouldn't say did too much during free agency, but I did love what they did during the draft. Drafted Maxwell Harrison in the first, followed up by T.J. Sanders, Landon Jackson, and Deone Walker. Really trying to bolster up the D-line. They did release Von Miller, though, which is understandable. I really like their offseason. I think we can put up a good fight, though. It should be an interesting matchup. But yeah, Jets-Bills, week 2. Week 3, we got the Bucs in Tampa. The Bucs are going to be hard. They have so much talent on the offense. Did not really address the D too much, but think it could go either way. They got so much talent, though, on offense. Drafted one of my favorite players in the draft in Emeka Egbuka. Have year 2 Bucky Irving. Really like their team and think the division is going to be a lot harder this year. It's going to be a tough matchup between the Bucs, Panthers, and Falcons. But yeah, week 3, we got the Bucs in Tampa. Week 4, it's the Fins again in Miami. It's a primetime game on Monday Night Football. I didn't really like what the Dolphins did in free agency. During the draft, though, they made some picks I did like Kenneth Grant and Jordan Phillips. I don't think they addressed too many other positions. There are rumors about them moving on from both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Ramsey due to drama in contracts. I think this game could go either way. Definitely an intriguing matchup, and I think it could go either way. But yeah, week 4 in Miami, primetime, Monday Night Football. Week 5, we are playing Dallas at home. The Cowboys improved a ton too. Arguably had one of, if not the best, offseasons out of every team. Love their draft. They drafted Tyler Booker, Donovan Isaraku, Siobhan Revel, Jaden Blue. Not to mention they traded for George Pickens. A team that actually did pretty well this offseason that deserves more love. This one might be one of our favorite matchups that we are playing in our schedule. I kind of like this matchup a lot, honestly. But yeah, Dallas Jets week 5 home. Week 6, it's an international game, and the Jets will be playing the Denver Broncos in London. It is considered a home game for us. Broncos are going to be really tough, though. They improved a ton on D. They signed Talanoa Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw, drafted Jedi Barron. They also got Knicks, signed Evan Ingram, drafted R.J. Harvey and Pat Bryant. This is going to be a really tough but exciting match. They didn't really invest much in the offense, but man, their D can be arguably the best now with these extra additions. Already a top unit that just got even scarier. Really nice looking team, but yeah, Jets Broncos overseas in London. Week 7, we are playing the Panthers at home. The Panthers improved a ton all around, both offensively and defensively. They got lots of talent. In free agency, they addressed the defense. They signed Trevon Moehrig, a guy I really wanted them to sign. Signed 3 pretty solid D linemen. Then in the draft, I love what they did. Got Bryce another weapon in Ted McMillan. Drafted Nick Scorton and Princely Amunalian. Just really like what they did, but it all depends on how Bryce plays. Last year to start the year, he was bad, got benched, then came back in as a starter, and he looked amazing, like a true QB1. I think the NFC South race will be between the Falcons and Panthers, 2 really young teams that I'm excited to watch this year, though. But yeah, Jets-Panthers at home week 7. Week 8, we are playing the Bengals in Cincinnati, and I think it's going to be a tough matchup, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than you all think. I didn't really like how they addressed the offseason at all. They really needed to address their trenches and their secondary. These were their biggest weaknesses on the team, and they basically neglected it. They did draft Samar Stewart round 1, but I don't really like him at all. They have Trey Hendrickson, who is sitting out as of right now due to no contract extensions, kind of like Hassan Reddick last year with us. I didn't like how they extended both Chase and Higgins. I think they should have traded T either last year or this year during the draft. I think this game could go their way, though, but it will be a tough matchup. But yeah, Week 8, Jets, Bengals, and Cincinnati. Then we have a bye week. But then we followed up with Week 10, where you're playing the Browns at home. I mean, the Browns are not that good. I think we should win this game. The only problem I can see happening as of right now is their D-line against our O-line. They did send Garrett and drafted Mason Graham 5th overall. Offense is just a complete question mark, though. Their D should be pretty solid, though. I didn't really like how they addressed the offense, really. Same for drafting 2 running backs early round 2 and early round 4. They didn't really do much. I don't think they improved too much. I do think it is a winnable game, but I'll get more into that in a later vid. But yeah, Jets-Browns, Week 10. Week 11, we are playing the Pats in Foxborough. I'm going to be honest, this team scares me a ton. Got year 2 May, completely new-look team, surrounded May with tons of talent in Kyle Williams, Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson. They also built the O-line and former Jets right tackle Morgan Moses. They also drafted Will Campbell 4th overall. Got some studs on defense too in free agency in the draft in Milton Williams, Joshua Farmer, Braden Swinson. Overall, a team that looks pretty nasty on paper. Like, this could also end up being like the Jets a couple years ago when they had year 2 Zach, and they had Garrett, Brees, they had Elijah Moore, Corey Davis. The O-line was also somewhat solid, and the D was top 5. The only thing that sold was Zach. I mean, maybe the same can happen with May, which I hope. But as of now, they scare me the most out of the other teams in the AFC East. But I do think this will be a nice matchup between 2 of the younger teams. But yeah, Jets-Patriots, Week 11 away game. Week 12, we playing the Ravens in Baltimore. Not really looking forward to this matchup. I think they're going to destroy us. I loved what they did in the draft. They got 2 steals in Malachi Starks and Mike Green. But yeah, I'm definitely nervous for this game. Not my favorite game. But yeah, Jets-Ravens, Week 12. Week 13, we playing the Falcons at home. It's the same thing with the Ravens. This game kind of scares me a ton. They improved the D a ton by drafting Jalen Walker, James Pierce Jr., Xavier Watts, Billy Mountain. Honestly, could be a dark horse Super Bowl contender if Penix does really well. He showed a ton of flashes. They have one of the better running back duos in Bijan and Tyler Agile, and one of my favorite wide receiver duos in Drake London and Darnell Mooney. They do already have a solid O-line. The only real question was the defense, and they actually cooked. Landed some absolute studs and seals. I think they could be really good. Really excited to watch their young team this season. But yeah, we got the Jets, Falcons, home, Week 13. Week 14, it's the Fins again. But I'm not going to say anything really because I said stuff before, so I won't say too much. Week 15, we play the Jags in Jacksonville. This is going to be a tough but exciting matchup. They drafted Travis Hunter. Trevor Lawrence is still a 50-50 type player to me. He's shown flashes, but not really worth the contract in my opinion. We'll see what he does with Liam Cohen, though. A real exciting matchup that I'm also looking forward to. But yeah, Jets-Jaguars, Week 15. Week 16, we got the Saints in New Orleans. Saints we should win. They didn't really do much. Not to mention, we got news the other day that Derek Carr actually retired. Same with Ryan Ramczyk in the offseason. I did like their draft, though, besides the Tyler Show pick. We'll see what happens, though, but they could be a solid team in the future. I don't know about right now, though. But Jets-Saints, Week 16 in New Orleans. Week 17, then it's the Patriots home, so just like Miami, I won't say too much. And then lastly, Week 18, the Bills again in Buffalo. We usually never do well in Buffalo, so I'm not really looking forward to this matchup, but anything could happen. But yeah, this is the Jets schedule. Here's my thoughts on all the teams we play. I will make a prediction soon on the team's record. But yeah, let me know what you think of this vid, and go Jets.